Hey crafters, are you ready to add a splash of color to your crochet project? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to change colors. So let's grab our yarn and our hook and head to the crafting table. The easiest way to learn how to change colors for a new crocheter is to learn how to change colors at the end of the row. This creates a nice striped pattern to your work. So I've already started a practice swatch with the first and second colors. Now I am back on the first color. And for this tutorial, we are using the double crochet stitch. The process is pretty much the same no matter which stitch you're using. However, if you'd like me to make a separate video showing you how to change colors with a different stitch, let me know in the comment section. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to finish up this small section of the row. And once we get to the end of the row, I will show you how to add the new color. All right, so now we are going to crochet into that turning chain. And so we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, draw through. Now we have 3 on the hook, yarn over, draw through 2, which is normally what we would do with the double crochet. And now that we only have 2 on the hook, so we only have to draw through 1 time, we are going to attach our new yarn. So with the new yarn, you want to just form a loop with the yarn, and you're going to attach it to your hook. And then you're just going to draw through those last 2 loops. And then you take the old yarn and you just pull down because you want to tighten it to the work. And so you're just going to draw it, pull down, and make sure that's tight. And so pretty much you attach the yarn at the end of the row anytime you're going to do that last draw through to start a new stitch. So before you begin crocheting in your new color, there are a couple of decisions that you need to make. Are you going to cut the tail of the first color, which was our white, and weave these 2 tails in once you're finished with the work? Or the other option is that you can carry the yarn with into your next row and hide it in the new row that you create with the new yarn. Now, I will tell you that to save time, to carrying your yarn is probably the best thing to do, especially if you're working with multiple rows, but you want to check with your pattern first to see if you still need this first color. If you still need this first color, there's another option called floating the yarn, but we're not going to discuss that today. Today, I'm going to show you how to carry the yarn. Now, let's start our new row. So first, we are going to cut our tail of the original work. We're going to cut our tail, and we're going to disconnect that yarn from our work. And then we are going to create our turning chain, which, remember, for the double crochet is 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. And you want to remember to keep pulling down on the original work to make sure it's tightening. Now we're going to turn our work. And as you turn your work, what you want to do is you want to grab both tails of the yarn. So you want to grab the new color and the old color. And you want to place them against the back of your work so that you can still see your stitches. So now we are going to continue crocheting across the row, but you have to hold these 2 tails in the back. So what we want to do is make sure that we're catching these tails as we create our double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, going to insert our hook, and we're going to double crochet across the row. the new color. And you're going to continue to hold on to those tails as you go across the work. It doesn't matter if it's a little bumpy and lumpy looking at initially, because when we get to a certain point, we are going to tighten those tails to kind of help hide them within the work. Now you don't have to cover the whole tail. You can crochet for about 1 to 1.5 inches, and then you can cut the tails. Or since this is a really short swatch, I'm actually probably going to continue carrying over until I've covered up all of the white, and then I'm going to cut the purple tail. All right, so this next stitch should cover that white tail from that previous row. All right, let me do one more for good measure. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to cut this tail for the purple because I don't need to hold it anymore. And then I'm just going to continue crocheting across the row. And that is how you change colors, and that is also how you carry the tails through your work so that you do not have to sit there and weave in all of these tails at the end of your work. It really does save you a lot of time. And so now we're coming to our turning chain. So we're going to double crochet in our turning chain, and then we're going to take a look at the back. And so here is the back of our work. This is where we were carrying the row. Now there is a little spot here where I can kind of tighten up the white yarn so that you really can't see it anymore in the back of the work. And since I pulled that out just to kind of tighten it, I can go back and snip this piece and make sure you don't cut your work. But now when you look, you no longer have to weave in those tails, and it helps to secure the new colors together. So you not only secured the ends of your work, so you don't have to worry about that coming undone, but you also weave in your work. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to change colors in your crochet projects today. Keep crafting, and I'll see you in the next video.